Now here we have a problem.
Hello and welcome to
Thehayteamtv.
Greased up, serviced up?
Not greased up.
Greased up? Not greased up.
Greased up.
What, is that next job?
Yeah.
Yeah? How many grease nipples got?
A lot.
A lot?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah? Enough to keep you entertained for like an hour?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Not as bad as the rake though.
No?
The rake's worse.
Is it?
Yeah, 'cause you got all the rotors, haven't you? You're individual on the rotor arms.
Oh, that never used to be on the lady, did it?
Huh?
Never used to be like that on the hibiscus.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah. But you didn't grease it as much because it was molly grease.
Yeah, it's molly grease.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, you didn't have to do it so often.
No.
So, we are very busy. We have got, what, 250 acres on deck? Around about, maybe something like
that, innit?
Yeah. The sun at the moment is working with us. We got sunshine for what, another 4 or 5 days?
Well, it's
Up to Tuesday at the moment,
yeah,
isn't it?
Till Tuesday.
So the sun is actually constantly pushing out, which is brilliant because we can keep cutting. We start baling tomorrow. No, Friday.
Friday.
Start baling Friday. Start picking it up, clearing up. I'm spending every day, daytime in the factory, trying to process as much stuff as possible, make room for stuff, because we've got a quite exceptional second cut, haven't we?
That's good. Can't complain, can you?
No, not at all.
And we're lucky we're getting it.
Very lucky, because who knew this weather was coming? But little point, like a little while ago, we were trying to buy hay. And hay's gone up to like 170, 190 pound a ton.
Which it was always going to do because no one's got any.
But now, and also, yeah, but on top of that, it wouldn't be released either.
Well, yeah, but no one wants to get rid of it anyway.
Yeah. So it was ridiculous price, no one wanted to release it, and now, well, I think at the moment we've got so much hay on the deck, we're going to fill up most of the barns, aren't we?
Well, yeah, but that's what we want to do, isn't it?
So then we're going to be out the market.
Yeah.
Isn't that good? Anyway, if you haven't yet done so, please hit the subscribe and
Hit that like.
that'd be most appreciated by myself and him. Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to ladies and gentlemen today?
No, just make sure you wear suntan protection.
Yeah.
Because it's hot out there.
He's thinking of all of you. We are going to get moving because we've got a lot to do.
It's Thursday and we have been not overly flat out, but we've been fairly flat out. We've got 5 of 22 or 3 fields, 180, 200 acres, something like that, getting picked up. I'm putting hay away. I see a trailer getting low behind me. I got one more field to clear in a minute. Actually, I've got actually one more field. I've got about 7 bales to field. Messing with these monster bales. Each field I go to is about 1 trailer load. So you get through fields really quickly. It's hot, but it's super humid. Tomorrow we've got a heap going to get baled up, but we might have to come up or might have to do something that we haven't done for a very long time, which is a tedder go in front of the rake. But we'll see how we get on with that then, which basically is lifting it and let everything breathe. So we're going to sort of play it all by eye, as it were. But here's a little logging into this video whilst I'm putting stuff away. But today has been one of those days where I haven't really picked up a camera or set a camera up anywhere. it's just been a bit of just get on with it. I've spent all day in a shed baling small bales, and then finishing my day putting big bales away. HRS has been raking up a load of fields this morning, which obviously we picked up. Big boss man then bailed them, and now those two have both gone back on tethers and trying to get everything else dry. Weather forecast, which gave us 6 sunny days with 0 chance of cloud and 0 chance of rain, changed their mind. They changed their minds. Wankers. There could be a chance of thunder showers tomorrow evening at 5, but hopefully we get another heap of this all picked up tomorrow, but I don't think we will get it all picked up. But Saturday, Sunday is supposed to be really hot and dry again, so 90% of all this should be hay. 2 fields are going to be silage for cows, and then might be the odd field that gets put in as haylage. It is what it is. But the hay problem is not so much of a problem as it was the other day. And what I mean by the hay problem was we didn't have any hay. But after today, we are starting to fill sheds. Anyway, I'm going to speak to you all tomorrow when I'm playing with cameras. Little bit of a early morning fix. This bracket and wheel got caught yesterday, so HRS. Hi HRS.
Hi.
HRS has just bent this all back out because this was folded up. You can see where he used a chisel and a hammer, and now we are straightening this bar here out. So then that there all will run straight again and not bowed out an angle. Are you okay this morning? Do you want to talk about anything?
I'll be Weetabix.
Right, just out having a look about. We've got hay down everywhere, and we've got to clear it now in 2 days because weather has changed. Wonderful as that is, possibly 3 days. Sunday's looking iffy at the moment, but the weather forecast keeps constantly changing. I don't know if you can see over there, we've got about 4 brown bales because we stopped yesterday because it wasn't quite dry enough. So they're just going to sit out for a bit. We don't like leaving them out, but they're just going to stay out and see what happens. Hey, it is so, I don't know what everyone else has got, it is so humid down here. We've got a bit of a breeze, a little bit of a breeze. You can see the lid isn't shaking, but honestly on my skin we've got a bit of a breeze. A bit of a breeze, it's hot as hell, but the humidity is just keeping, it's just like feels just a tad sticky, if that makes sense. It's ever such a tad sticky. And the old float test, it's fallen a little bit fast. So those that have got all their different testing philosophies, some people like to actually do moisture tests, some people like to chew on it a bit, some people like to, I can't remember the one I had the other day. What's the one I had the other day? No, it's not coming to me, but I was always taught the floating test. So if it floats, that fell, that didn't float. If it floats, you're ready. If it falls, you're not. But we're fighting 2 different things at the moment. We're fighting ground dampness and we are fighting humidity, which it's like baking hot. It's baking hot, but that humidity is just not releasing. And I don't know if you can see, like, there's a little bit of grass movement, of hay, of breeze rather. So that's a bit green. But this, hopefully, is going to get baled later. So hopefully, fingers crossed, good hour and a half of cooking most of the moisture might be out of this, and then we'll make our minds up if we're going to lift it before it gets raked, just to try and get that ground moisture back off it. But it's been a pain in the ass, to be honest. We're having to work very hard to try and make hay at this time of the year at the moment. And we could just do another 3-4 miles an hour of breeze and that would clear it up, but Christ, is it humid. So I was just in the field down there just a second ago. Come up this field, what's this? Floated down. So this is stupidity. This field ever so slightly higher, that field lower, that field at the moment is struggling to dry. This field is hay. Undoubtedly lovely hay. Floating down. So just the time scale that it's even on camera. So this one's fit, that one's not quite. That one down there is going for 4 foot haylage. Field next door I think will be fit. I'm going to go check that in a minute. Where HRS is, which is up over the other hill, that's fit. That was actually cut after field down there. That field down there is just slightly heavier, so that one might need just lifting up again. This one I think will be alright. So yeah, it's a bit of chaos at the moment. A little bit of chaos. Here, this by eye, very similar grass to the field next door. And yeah, float. We're on good terms here. So, but because we're fighting the weather, I'll just stop a second. Because we're fighting the weather, we're just going to bale up loads of stuff, leave it in fields. We don't like doing it. I've said it in videos tons and tons of times. We hate leaving it out. But this time we might have to leave it out just to get it all baled and keep one of us keeping a tedder going. I'm going to be going on tedder. And then we'll clear it up. We'll clear the decks when we can. If Monday pushes out, we'll clear the decks before it rains. But we're going to literally bale, drop bales. Anything needs to be wrapped is going to get wrapped. I know I got a field wrap tonight, maybe 2 or 3. This is in our figuration this time. The only way we're going to be able to clear everything or get everything in bale form, which is safe form. Do you agree? Oi, you agree? I think he agrees. So obviously, change the machine for me. Probably, definitely the first time I've touched a tedder this year. But just swapped over. Obviously, Adam and I got the same tractors. So instead of me altering my top length bit, I was all set up for my triples on the mowers and changing my depths, which then I'd have to rechange again. I've just swapped our top length around. So his top length's already set, so I can just go TED in and it's set. And he's got my top length because he needs to put his pipes off his rake round it. So quick swap, and then when I need to go back mowing again, I'll just swap them back. If that makes sense. We are full on tedding. Grass blasting out the back. This is a very heavy crop. So it's taking some considerable drying. It's a late one. Hay going in sheds. Not necessarily the same shed every time. Currently running 3 sheds at the same time, getting filled up. Just because, like, each shed is basically closer to different areas. So, wherever I am, just putting stuff in as fast as possible. Because this is going to carry on again tomorrow. All you're going to see is reflection on this, really. But from stack, back to field, and then field, back to stack. Oh, there's a trailer. So it is just going to be one of those weekends
to be the wet stuff. And earlier on we had a few wet dots on the windscreen, which was, you know, when you put a lot of effort into things, it gets you starting to say all sorts of words in a not very good order of rather strong language. If that makes any sense at all. It's late. Give me a break. And Disco Inferno is kicking off, but I hope everyone is enjoying the beginning of the World Cup, because I'm currently watching the World Cup on my phone. The World Cup that matters, which is the egg-shaped ball, not the foosball. Is anyone else finding that it is so wet everywhere still? Even with the days that we've had dry, we're finding it's still not the ground's just not drying out, if that makes sense. Right. Don't necessarily try this at home, but I need to put that. Hopefully it sits. Right, that's sat enough. Fortunately the block's wedged itself up, that's always useful. Right, get this on, get this out. The jobs are good for a night. So this is the morning after I've decided, with all the footage and stuff that's going on, this is going to be a two-part video. So, thank you for watching this video of what's going on. Sun is back, rain is still haunting us, so we've still got to push on. If you haven't yet done so, please hit the subscribe, give us a thumbs up, premature on that one. Or you can find us on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and something else, I'm sure. I think merch is still on eBay, if anyone wonders. And I and Thehayteamtv will see you next one, whilst we are still hammering stuff in sheds, basically. So I'm going to finish this job and get on the next one.